Good morning. You know what time it is. It is flaxseed time and a little bit of chia. How are you guys doing this morning? I am wearing my sweaters. You're missing in a lot of hoodies. It's finally cold enough. I'm so happy. So we have a busy day today. We are going to run through the skits and I'm going to go over them with you guys. Let me know what you guys think because I want to start filming this week. So we're definitely going to get that done. Also, I'm going to go check out the St. Jude's house, which, for those who don't know, St. Jude's is a cancer research center that helps family and kids, helps kids with cancers, and it helps their, family afford treatment and stuff. So, me and my mom love to donate to them, and we love to, support them. Well, they do a giveaway of a house, so we're going to go support. We'll go check that out. So, I'm definitely going to get that done today, too. So we have a lot to do today and very little time to get ready. So let's get our tea going and let's get ready for the day, guys. Bye. Fix that lighting because that looks horrid. Okay. Hi, guys. So why does that lighting always make it look darker instead of brighter? Hi, guys. So right now I am working on the skits and this is where I'm at. I'm going to talk to you guys here about it before, I leave the house, take off. Let me move my desk though because it's kind of low right now because I was on TikTok live earlier. Actually, let's turn this light off. That doesn't make me look horrible. Anyway, okay. So you guys, here's the problem I'm having. So me and my friend Janice, which if you know, you know, we talked about doing a voiceover for the skits, so that way you can follow her thought process and her mind. You know what I mean? Like to have it the story narrated by her, right? So that's how we were going to do the skits. However, I wrote them play style because that's how I originally intended to do it. Now, I've been doing a lot of research by watching a bunch of different skits on TikTok, and some of them do really well when people change, like wigs, characters, you know what I mean? So that it gives you the illusion that there's different actors in the scene when really it's the same person. Also, I found a really good story or skit where she literally is the main character, is the only one in the scene, and you can hear everyone around her, but your focus is the main character. And I really like that too. So what I'm going to do, or my plan is to film it both ways and see which one does better numbers-wise, which one you guys like better, and then I'm going to go from there. So the first scene is obviously going to be the introduction to the main character. And if I'm doing it by narrating from her point of view, that's the hard part about, that's the hard part because she can't hear all these outside conversations that are happening around her. I mean, she can. Be a writer, they said. It'll be fun, they said. Yeah, so that's where I'm struggling right now, is just trying to figure out the right way to write this out. Basically, in the first scene, we're going to get a view of her interactions, the main character, and how she interacts with other people being partially deaf, and how it helps her abilities to see crime scenes differently. Now, this isn't no super power thing. She's just a regular person. This is all based on things that could actually happen. So, my computer needs to be charged. So we're going to do that. And I'm trying to figure out the best way to write it, where if I did decide to go with the one where you're just focused on her and it is kind of in her head and you got, how am I going to make that clear that you can hear her thoughts? So, that's where I'm at. So, yeah. I'm struggling, guys. I'm not gonna lie to you, but I'm gonna work on this. So I'm gonna work on this, and then I have the St. Jude's house I gotta walk in a little bit, so I will be back. Love this blue. But that's so futuristic. Oh, and then that must be the garage. Yeah. Gosh, that's a beautiful coffee bar. Dang. What a cute little half bath. This is a dream kitchen. I love these. Those roses, those are pretty. God, gosh, this room. I like all the tile work in this place.
Isn't it beautiful?
Oh, so it's a huge backyard. You never see houses with backyards this big anymore. So pretty. Hey you guys, sorry it is so late. So I did the St. Jude's walk through the house and it was so beautiful. I'm sorry I didn't get like a whole walkthrough. There were just so many people and I don't like recording people without their permission. I feel like that's kind of rude. But I did get some pretty cool clips. I just got off TikTok live and it was amazing. I had so much fun with you guys and everyone who's constantly on my stuff. I appreciate you guys so much. But I'm going to call it a night tonight. I'm going to walk on my treadmill here for the end of my night and watch Kyle XY. Because Hulu's got me addicted all over again. I hope that you have a good night and sweet dreams. And I will be talking to you guys really soon. Bye! Good morning, guys. So I am just getting ready because I have a bunch of stuff I have to do outside the house today. I was getting ready on TikTok live right now because I definitely like to do that. I like to get ready with you guys and talk to you guys. So anybody who came from TikTok over to my YouTube, please put like, let me know in the comments. Let me know in the comments. I'd love to see who came over. But yeah, so I'm just getting ready for my day. I am meeting up with my best friend for lunch. Well, I have to go drop something off to her, but you guys will see that later in a later vlog because I have a birthday party that I have to go to with her, so that's going to be super fun and exciting. But I hope that you guys are having a good day. I am already drinking my chia seed and flaxseed. Tomorrow we are going to be filming the behind the scenes for the skits. I envisioned it last night. It came out perfect in my head. I know exactly what I want to do with it, where I'm going with it, so that is going to be so much fun. I hate when I wake up and my hair just looks crazy that I have no other option but to straighten it or I have to braid it back because it just was too much and I don't have time to put it in no heat curls because I have to leave the house in like 10 minutes. So I swear I'm always missing a spot, but I love my Timo, is that what it's called? Straightener. This thing is so badass. I saw it on YouTube a few years ago from Nikki Glamour, I think her name is on here. And her hair is a lot thicker than mine. And she got her hair so straight. And I was like, oh my gosh, I need that. Because if it straightens her thick hair, it'll definitely do it for my thin hair. And I got it a few years ago and I've never went back to a regular straightener because I love it so much. So, yeah. Oh, it's just this blonde. Every time I straighten it, it doesn't look as, like, pretty as my natural hair does look straightened. I definitely want some, like, volume right here. Hold on, give me a second. There we go. Oh, much better. Anyway, you guys, I'm going to go throw some eyeliner on and finish my bangs, and I will talk to you guys in a little bit. Bye! So I got ready to go and I was gonna run errands and then I got hungry. So now I'm making some chorizo and papas before I take off, but does that ever happen to you? And then I also got busy with work stuff. I just got busy and then I haven't left like I was supposed to. And I set this day aside to be out of the house to run these errands. I don't know if that's like a thing. Like it's so hard to leave the house for me sometimes because I get like so wrapped up in working and doing all the stuff that I need to do that I end up staying here. But I have to meet my best friend, so I have to leave the house because she's like depending on me, and like once somebody's depending on me, I will definitely leave the house. Why does this look super ragged right now? Like, am I just out here with my hair looking like this? Ugh. Anyway, I just want to check in with you guys. I will show you guys the chorizo and papas right now. So I have my papas just cooking away before I put the chorizo in, so I usually just let this sit for a few minutes while it like gets crispy, and I try not to move it around too much because then it'll never get crispy on either side because you're just constantly moving it. So we're gonna do that, and then also I like to eat it with keto bread just because it's less calories. And it's like 2 slices for like 120 calories, and 1 sourdough slice is 120 calories. So I definitely love this bread. Plus I love the taste of it. I started eating it back when I was on keto and I love it. Good morning, guys. So I never filmed last night anything because my best friend came over, so I didn't leave the house. And when she comes over, we are not on our phones because we really take the time to connect to each other. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like nowadays people are always on their phones, even like when they're with people, and that's not my gig. I don't really like to do that as much unless I'm like taking pictures to remember the moment. But like when people just come to like be at my house and like spend time with me, I definitely just turn my phone off and hang out. So that's why I didn't film anything. And I also didn't go on TikTok live yesterday. However, I woke up this morning not feeling so great. I have a sore throat, as you can tell, and I am just not feeling good. So I'm gonna drink my tea. I was gonna film my skits today, but I just feel like crap. So I'm not gonna push myself, and I'm just gonna work on writing today. And I will film on tomorrow probably, or the next day. I'm just gonna rest today because when you don't feel good, you shouldn't push your body. So I kind of want to make hoagie rolls, so I'll probably end up doing that and then just resting for a bit. So talk to you guys in a little bit. Hey guys, so my throat is killing me, but I wanted to try a hoagie roll recipe that I saw, so that's what I'm gonna try to do right now. I'm gonna try to make that. So first things first, I need to heat up some milk and butter in a saucepan with a little bit of sugar, and then we're gonna go from there. Okay, so we are going to take a little bit of milk, about a cup, and we're gonna let that slowly warm up, and I need a knife to cut my butter. Okay, we are going to warm up some butter in it. This recipe also does call for cold butter, so that's why we're only doing a tablespoon of this butter right here, and then we're going to use a couple of tablespoons of cold butter in the dough. So that we're going to let that warm up while we get the dry ingredients ready. Okay, so for the dry ingredients, it is just going to be flour and some salt for right now. So we're going to take 2 cups of flour, 2, just like that. I forgot to add the sugar into the milk butter saute pan, so I'm going to do that off camera. And then we are also going to add instant dry yeast. And it says like a tablespoon, so I have that already right here. This is the one that I'm using. This is the one that I also use for my chinitos. I really love this one. It works really well. Now, if you don't know how yeast works, it needs a little bit of sugar and a little bit of milk to activate it. So we're gonna put about a tablespoon into the warm milk mixture, and we're gonna let that warm up. Okay, so I'll come back when it's time to knead. So now that the milk has come to a simmer, we are going to turn it off, and we are going to add it into our flour and yeast, and then we are going to start kneading. Okay, so first let's just mix this to try and get it all incorporated. And starting to form little like dough balls. Just keep mixing it, it will start to come together. So we're just gonna keep mixing. And it's starting to come together. If it seems a little dry, add a little bit of hot water. And it has to be hot, don't do room temperature because we need the yeast to bloom. And that's why we warmed up the milk and the butter, because we want that, and that's way too dry. So we're gonna just add a little bit of hot water. Just add a little bits at a time, Oh, it was really hot. And then just mix with your hand. Now, if you do have like a dough hook, you could do that, but I am just mixing this by hand, and this is coming together quite nicely. Oh shoot, it's all stuck on my hand. Hold on. Now that's starting to make this dough, we're going to slowly add in the butter cubes and make sure that they are fully incorporated before adding the next bit of butter. And I am also going to oil my hand a little bit so that way it doesn't stick. Like I said, if you have a dough hook, this would be a lot easier, but I do not. So we're doing this all by hand, which is good. It's a nice workout. So we're just gonna try to slowly incorporate that butter. Now this is gonna be really time consuming, so make sure that you have plenty of time to do this. You can feel the difference once the butter starts incorporating, so let's add the next little bit. I'll put it in the center here. It fell out of the center. Okay, put it in the center here, and then push it over. You're gonna need this until it is really smooth. So I'm gonna just knead this for a while, add 2 more little tabs of butter. Overall, I'm going to add about 2.5 tablespoons of butter. So, because I'm not doing the big hoagie roll recipe that the lady was doing, I'm just doing like a smaller one to make maybe like 4 hoagie rolls. The one I saw on the internet, she was making like 8. I don't need that many, so I'm just going to be kneading here for a bit. I'll come back once it's smooth. So now we're going to just knead on the counter. I do put flour down. I try not to put too much because you don't want your dough to take on too much flour. And just knead away. Now, I'm going to be honest with you guys. Adding that butter in without a dough hook, probably a lot harder than it would have been with a dough hook. The dough is sticky, but not like crazy sticky right now. And we're just going to knead. I would say knead it for about like 10 to 15 minutes till it gets like that nice, like smooth. Oh, it's okay. Now it's getting sticky for some reason. I don't know what is going on. But remember, this is my first time making it. With error, you learn. Maybe I added it a little too much hot water. I should have probably trusted the process a little bit more. Okay, there we go. There she is. Now she's not sticking. Good. Okay, so I'm going to knead this for about 10 to 15 minutes until it is nice and round and smooth. So my dough is ready to start proofing, so I'm going to oil this bowl, and then I am going to just let it proof. The lady said not to overproof these things, so I'm going to let it proof for an hour. I'm going to let it sit in here. I'm going to cover it with a towel, and then we'll come back in an hour, and it should be doubled in size. Let's check on this dough. It's been an hour, and look at it rose, and it's super fluffy. Okay, so now we are going to cut this up into little hoagie rolls. Pull it out, squish, squish. Okay. Actually, I want to, let's do it. Okay. So now that we have this, let flour, because, you know, I didn't realize it had a little wet spot. Okay. So now that we have it all out, let's cut it in half. And we're going to let this half sit back in the bowl until I'm ready to work with it, just so it doesn't dry out. And I'll roll this out for a second like that. Okay. like that, and then we'll move it to the baking tray. This is how the lady online did it. She just kind of like rolled them out into little squares and then rolled them up on themselves, and she let them rise for another about 30 minutes. So I'm just gonna get this all, pinch those ends. Boom. Okay. Tiny bit more flour, just make sure nothing sticks. So nice and fluffy. Okay. Okay, next she scored the top. So that's what I'm going to do, just give it a little bit of a score, so that way when they do bake, they will just separate naturally. Oops, I have a pot in the way, sorry guys. So I'm going to score them. Okay, so I'm going to let them sit here for about 20 minutes, and then I'm going to come back, egg wash them, and then we're going to bake them. Okay, so now that they've proofed for about 30 minutes, we are going to give them an egg wash. And then we are going to bake them at 375 for about 20 minutes. So I'll let you see them when they're done. And this is them done. Oh my gosh. That one came out a little weird. But they look just like the store-bought ones. They're gorgeous. Yes! Now the taste test. Oh god, it's a hoagie roll. I did it! I made hoagie rolls. Hey guys, so I'm about to do my TikTok live, and I'm going to call this the end of my night. I do have some hot tea right here because I have had a sore throat all day. But thank you so much for following along with me. I hope that you enjoyed the hoagie roll recipe. Came out so good. They were so fluffy and delicious. So I'll see you guys next time. Bye!